Denise Richards' family feared her Special Forces adventure. RHOBH alum. Denise Richards admits that her family feared for her Special Forces adventure. She joined the Season 3 cast, but not everyone in her life was supportive of her journey. So, what were they so scared of? Keep reading for more details. Denise Richards' family feared her Special Forces adventure. It is not a novel idea for Denise Richards to be on reality television. She had her own reality series from 2008 to 2009 on E!, which followed her journey as a single parent. Denise's father moved in with her and her two daughters, Sami and Lola. She then joined the cast of the RHOBH in Season 9 and was very chill her first year. Her wedding to Aaron Vipers was even documented, and she shared what it was like to raise a child with special needs. More so, she opened up about being a working mother and having Charlie Sheen as her ex. Then, in Season 10, her husband was far more controlling, and she watched what she said. It appeared Denise censored herself, and then it emerged she and Brandi Glanville were intimate. That became a huge storyline and led to her exit. She has made a few appearances since, but they were not the best as she was called out for being intoxicated. Now, she has a new E! Reality series set for 2025, plus she is part of the new cast of Special Forces. World's Toughest Test. However, it seems her family was not thrilled when she joined the show. She has three daughters, Sami, 20, Lola, 19, and Elise, 13, who tried to get her not to participate. Clearly, she did not listen to them and did whatever she wanted. However, it was important for Denise to give it a go given the fact that she is not athletic and had no idea who she might be up against. Ready to rumble. Special Forces fans are excited for Season 3 and to see what Denise Richards will bring to the show. You're an underrated gem in Hollywood. Dr. Christmas Jones back in action. Respect for your commitment and guts. There are stars from The Bachelorette and athletes by Denise's side. Trista Sutter's marriage was even in question when she went missing to go on the show, but it will all be worth it when they put themselves to the ultimate test. Hopefully, Denise's daughters learn from their mother and are proud of her at the end of it all. Denise Richards has always been a woman of many facets. To most, she's a Hollywood starlet, a former Bond girl, and a reality TV icon. But when she signed up for Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, even her closest family members were caught off guard. Known for her glamorous roles on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and her sparkling red carpet appearances, Richards trading high heels for combat boots was not a decision her family took lightly. It began innocuously enough. Sitting around her kitchen island one chilly January evening, Denise mentioned to her husband, Aaron Vipers, and her three daughters that she had been approached to join the grueling reality competition. It's not like Housewives, she explained, tucking a strand of blonde hair behind her ear. It's physical. It's mental. It's raw. They drop you into intense conditions and see if you can handle it. Aaron's brows furrowed. Denise, are you sure about this? You're tough. But this sounds extreme. Her youngest daughter, Elise, perched on her lap, looked up with wide eyes. Mommy, will you be okay? Sam and Lola, her teenage daughters, exchanged glances. Sam, ever the practical one, asked, do they let you bring skincare? Or at least mascara? Denise laughed, ruffling Sam's hair. This isn't about looking pretty, sweetheart. It's about pushing yourself to the limit, finding out what you're made of. But deep down, even Denise wasn't entirely sure why she felt compelled to sign up. Maybe it was the allure of proving her resilience after years of being underestimated. Maybe it was the desire to shed the polished veneer of Hollywood and show the world, and herself, that she was more than a pretty face. Or maybe it was the relentless whispers from her critics, questioning her authenticity, that had finally gotten under her skin. Aaron, ever the supportive husband, agreed to back her decision. If you think you can handle it, I'll be here for you. But just know the girls and I are going to worry. Denise nodded, her resolve hardening. I'll be fine. I want to do this. For me. The weeks leading up to her departure were a whirlwind of preparation. Aaron insisted on taking her through his own boot camp. A mix of intense workouts, meditation sessions, and dietary changes. You're going to need to fuel your body properly for what's ahead, he said, handing her a smoothie that looked more like mud than food. If they're making me eat bugs, this might actually be an upgrade, she quipped, forcing the concoction down. Meanwhile, Sam and Lola became her unofficial cheerleaders, though not without their share of skepticism. Mom, just don't do anything too crazy, Sam warned. Like, I don't know, jumping out of planes or swimming with sharks. Oh, sweetheart, Denise replied with a sly smile. I think those are the mild parts. The night before she left, the family gathered for a quiet dinner. As they held hands and said grace, Eloise whispered, "Come back safe, Mommy." Denise's heart clenched. I promise, baby. I'll do everything I can to come back stronger. The first few days of Special Forces were, in Denise's words, an assault on every part of my being. Stripped of makeup, designer clothes, and even her phone, she was thrust into a world of mud, sweat, and unrelenting challenges. From crawling under barbed wire in freezing temperatures to enduring brutal interrogations, Denise's resolve was tested at every turn. Back home, Aaron and the girls watched nervously as each episode aired. Sam's initial commentary about Denise's lack of tactical gear knowledge quickly turned into awe. Look at her, she's crushing it. Lola cheered, even as tears brimmed in her eyes during a particularly harrowing water challenge. Eloise, too young to fully grasp the stakes, clapped excitedly whenever her mom appeared on screen. Mommy's brave, she declared. Aaron, however, saw the toll it was taking on Denise. Her sunburned face, the exhaustion etched into her features, and the moments when she seemed on the brink of breaking. He knew better than anyone how stubborn she could be, how she'd push herself past her limits just to prove she could. Come on, Denise, he muttered under his breath during one particularly grueling scene. You've got this. By the midpoint of the competition, Denise had become a standout. She wasn't the strongest or the fastest, but her determination and heart set her apart. When others faltered, she encouraged them. When she faced her own fears, she did so with a quiet resolve that earned her the respect of her fellow recruits and even the hard-nosed instructors. One night, after a particularly brutal day, Denise found herself staring up at the stars, her breath visible in the cold night air. She thought about Aaron and the girls, about the life she had built and the woman she wanted to be. She thought about the challenges she faced in Hollywood, the public scrutiny, and the moments when she felt like giving up. This is nothing, she whispered to herself. I've survived worse. When Denise finally returned home, she was a changed woman. Leaner, stronger, and with a newfound confidence that radiated from her. She walked through the door to find her family waiting with open arms. You did it, Mom. Sam and Lola cheered, pulling her into a tight hug. Eloise clung to her leg, giggling with relief. Aaron wrapped his arms around her, pressing a kiss to her forehead. You're incredible. We're so proud of you. Denise smiled, tears glistening in her eyes. I couldn't have done it without knowing you were all here, cheering me on. As they settled into the living room to hear her stories, Denise realized that the experience had been more than just a test of physical endurance. It had been a journey of self-discovery, one that reminded her of her own strength and the importance of the love and support that waited for her at home. For her family, seeing Denise conquer Special Forces was more than just entertainment. It was a testament to her resilience and a reminder that even in the face of the toughest challenges, she would always come out stronger. And as Eloise declared proudly that night, Mommy's a superhero. No one could argue otherwise.